Hey guys, Lunar27 here, and welcome to my Let's Play of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy with the first Ace Attorney game. Last time, we left off with, speaking with Damon Gant at the Criminal Affairs Department as he gave us permission to enter the evidence room with a special ID card. He didn't tell us a lot about what was going on, but at least we got access to the evidence room. We then ran into Jake Marshall at his guard post, and we had to give him the steak lunch in order to convince him to talk to us. Turns out that he wasn't there when the whole Meekins incident happened. Apparently he said that he was driving on his steed or something like that. He wasn't very all that talkative though, but he did give us a log of people that entered in the evidence room. And one of them was Bruce Goodman. I got Jake and Bruce mixed up, I apologize. We did go into the evidence room, and we ran into Detective Gumshoe, who was supposed to be the quote-unquote boss for the day, just an excuse to get him involved in something and to not be in the way of the case in the evidence room, which are actually a bunch of lockers that are assigned for each detective that they use thumbprints to like open it, otherwise you get shocked. We did find a lot of bloodstains, bloodied handprints on one locker, which was on Gumshoe's, and another one which might be someone else's. I missed the last bloodstain. I had no idea how I missed it. I was like wandering around and it wasted so much time because of that. I was dumb, I apologize. We then also found broken glass shards that we were able to like put them back together to have it be some strange looking vase that had some specks of blood on it and some pieces missing. So that might have been important to the case because it was by Bruce Goodman's locker. And it turns out Gumshoe was working on the making that animatronic of the Blue Badger in this place because we found a bunch of paint cans. Gumshoe did tell us a little more about SL9, which apparently the murderer, the suspect that they're trying to apprehend during that time, was actually a serial killer. I really do hope that they actually did catch the real serial killer and not an innocent person with that fabricated evidence, you know what I mean? Also, he was able to identify one of the ID numbers as Edgeworth, since he was also there minutes before the murder took place. I don't know how Gumshoe was able to recognize Miles Edgeworth's ID number, but hey, I mean, it was a big help. And then we met with Edgeworth. He told us that Gant told him to go in there to retrieve a piece of evidence, which was a screwdriver from another case. I think it was AI-16. I don't know why, but it was added to the court record, so it might have been important. We're just going to figure out what to do next right now, so that's what we're going to continue right now. So let's get started. Okay, so we presented him to a bunch of stuff earlier. Trying to figure out what else to have to present. Like, did we present the screwdriver? Or did we check it out at least, I think? Oh, okay. AI-16, so I was right about that number. The tag says AI-16. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, apparently. At least, that's what Edgeworth said. That makes it seem all the more suspicious. Who knows? This might turn out to be the clue that breaks the case. Oh, you never know. Like, any piece of evidence we have, it might be very vital. Wouldn't that be nice? Is that it? Anything else on here? No, just a screwdriver. I wonder what AI-16 was. What happens if we present this? Oh, right. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. No, but a cup of tea would be nice. I mean, we could just hang out. I mean, we're buddies after all. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Okay. No. Rubber glove. Was it the rubber glove? I don't think it was these ones. ID record. We showed him the ID record. Lost item report? No. It couldn't have just been the record. Luminol test? Nah. The switchblade knife? No. Oh! I skipped out some evidence. I am so sorry. We're just gonna go back. Load. Oh, shit. Sorry. Okay, sorry about that. I thought, like, oh, this isn't gonna be really important after all, because he had the ellipses. The dots, you know? And I thought it was gonna be the same thing, and I skipped out and the music got quiet, and I'm like, oh shit, sorry. Let's try that again. Switchblade knife. I know you. You've probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. Well, only because Von Karma was trying to do you in when DL6 was about to be removed. If Phoenix didn't do that, you would have been in jail. Your life would have been ruined. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. Alright, spill the tea. He must be talking about his father's murder in that elevator. Oh, never mind. Yeah, we already know that. Okay, Edgeworth. Why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Is that enough to... Hey! Allegations of forgery. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. Okay, more detail on SL9. The head of the investigation was a deputy chief of police at the time. Was that Goodman? Was he the one? Because he said that he was in charge of the investigation, so it must have been Goodman, right? Damn again. Oh, never mind. Okay, so Goodman was the head detective, the head chief. Okay, the head chief was Damon Gant. Okay. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago then. He was a top officer and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Okay, so he wasn't the chief of police at the time yet. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was a deputy chief of police on the investigation? That's a good point. Why not the official chief of police? Why is it got to be a deputy chief? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. Understandable. But please tell me it wasn't an innocent person that got executed. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Okay, so you didn't fabricate the evidence. Okay, that makes you not guilty of that, at least. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. Well, some people don't believe that. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science? Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this. Liminal testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this. Oh, what's this? Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints! Oh, that's awfully nice of you, Edgy. It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Aw, Edgy, you are nice. You can be nice. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Actually, that's a good point. Why do you give this to Gumshoe as well? Maybe give it to him. Heck, give it to the other detectives. Why does it feel like a lot of people are very limited on the tools that they have? Fingerprint set recovers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with fingerprint file. Okay. Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Evidence room. Thanks, Edgy. You've actually been a great help. See you in court. Okay, let's get going. Oh, Angel's not here. Oh, okay. I guess she must have left. Police department. Guard station. Here we go. Oh! Jake's not here either. Huh. Okay. Evidence room. Oh. February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Ah, there it is. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Oh, it's easy, Phoenix. Just either the thumb or the index, because like they got more of the prints on the the fingerprints, the blood, than the middle ring finger and the pinky. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Okay. This one seems like a little slightly smudged, so let's try the thumb print. This one. Oh. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkled the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With the A button, see? Okay. Ah, it looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once that powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With the X button. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See? Okay. A to dust, X to blow. Got it. Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on you just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. All right. Those are the basics of fingerprints, Mr. Wright. I guess I better give it a try. All right. Dust. Dust, 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 dust. Blow. Oh, almost got somewhere. Blow. Ah, there we go. Aha! You did it! You found one! But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Out of luck? The person who left the handprint must have worn gloves. Oh, really? Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at the locker again closely. Okay. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Fingerprints outside the blood. Okay. Oh, I see it. It's right here. This thing. Alright. Dust, 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 dust. And blow. Ah, we got silver. A little more dusting. A little more dusting. And blow. I got... Oh, okay. Need a little more. Dust, 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 dust. 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 Blow. I got it. I think I like to try one of the other fingerprints. Okay, let's move on to a different finger. Huh? But I got the thing. Look. Okay. What am I supposed to do? I got the fingerprint. Dust. Blow. I got the fingerprint! There's a fingerprint here! Now what? We're supposed to get the top part? Am I missing the top part and the bottom part? Blow. There we go. I just needed some extra more powder. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling! Dazzling? Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? I guess she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. And point out the person you think left these prints. Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was? I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means that the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So why those fingerprints would we most likely find on the evidence locker? Oh, okay. Alright, well, it's not Dan McGant. No. No, not Emma. Not Lana. Oh, it's Gumshoe. That's Gumshoe. Comparison complete. Did we get it? Hey! Got a match. Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Yeah, because that's his locker. The bloody handprint, that's his locker. You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Right. I think... Oh, no, not... it was somewhere here. I think we're gonna have to use that luminol testing fluid again. Nope, what is it? Oh, yeah, extra spray. Sorry. Ah, here it is. Okay. Oh. Oh, wait, maybe, court record, and then this. Oh, okay. I'm not given the option to do anything, so maybe go back to luminol testing fluid. And then, no, dang it! Extra spray. There we go. Here, it's right here. Oh, there you go. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right? Oh. I wasted so much time with that. Ah, god damn it. Right. There was a handprint there. Here. Okay, wanna try using this? There goes her eyes sparkling again. Check for prints. Okay, let's check for prints. That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in the area will have been wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints. Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me! Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Prints that weren't left by the bloody hand. Let's see. It was here. Oh! Here we go. Here. Oh. Okay. Alright, let's dust. A lot of dust. A lot of dust. Okay, blow. Oh, got a smudge. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it? But it doesn't look like we'll get a clear result from this. Okay, let's try a different finger then. Okay. What was the one I used? Okay. Ah, here. Okay, so if that was the thumb, then we could try the index one here. Okay, blow. Oh, that's a good print right there. Add some more dust. Dust on the bottom. Because you need a hell of a lot of dust on this, apparently. Blow. Okay, a little more. I don't know why it's not one. That's a clearly clear print, though, like the last time I was... Okay. Blow. There we go. Alright, who's that? Oh! Wait. Marshall? Jake? What the heck? It was hit. What the hell was Jake doing in the evidence room? Hey, these fingerprints. Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? Yeah, it is. It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints added to the court record, found on a bloody handprint left in the evidence room. The print had been wiped. So Marshall got blood on his hand. Wait, but Marshall was here? Why was he at the evidence room? That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma, this is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction, the blood, and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped bloodstain. Dear. What did Marshall get himself into? Why would Officer Marshall... It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence. I don't believe it. To be continued. Okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, we're gonna save. We're gonna save right here. I feel like maybe that's why Jake Marshall was not talking with Phoenix a lot, because he seems to be hiding something. I wonder what, though. February 24th, 9:41 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Maybe he was one of the ID numbers that came before or after Meekins. So, what do you think, Mr. Wright? I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, Oh, Lana's here. The victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. Hey, Lana! And a different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scenes. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though. So, how'd it go? It's as Mr. Wright suspects. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain. Wait, what? What? Can't you just do that? Wait, can you do that without your lawyer, though? What the heck? A plea bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murder, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma. What's capital punishment? Is that like a death? Execution like the serial killer from SL9? But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret, I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Skye. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department's evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Bloodstained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall? We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Skye? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright. Alright. So, man, Jake. Sorry, buddy, you're cool, but I gotta do what I gotta do. February 24th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 9. Hey, Edgy. Hey, Edgy.
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is... What?
I'm afraid you'll have to clarify.
It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time.
But that's not physically possible, is it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared.
Yes, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what set Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. And that's supposed to be an admirable trait.
Very well. Let the trial resume. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand.
For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department.
Oh god, is it Meekins? The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Hey, Meekins. Hey, buddy. Would the witness please state his name and occupation?
Yes, sir. I am Officer Mike Meekins, sir. My occupation is, that would be murder, sir. What?
Huh?
So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it.
Wait a minute, what the Dude, Meekins, you were saying that you were innocent!
I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You've got to believe me, sir.
By the way, I had to keep the volume down because I didn't know if he was going to show up, and good thing I did because I really hated that megaphone. Ugh.
Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is, sir, I'm the one who would call part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend.
What the fuck are you even talking about?
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Help me, sir.
Oh my god, not you two, Judge. Wait a minute. Younger generation. How old are you, Meekins? You're like, what, 22? You're like 2 years younger than Edgeworth and Phoenix. What the fuck? Younger generation, my ass. You're basically the same generation as our main characters.
Officer Meekins. Yes, sir.
Give me your report of the crime. Consider that an order.
Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I am part of a generation that must be told what to do, sir.
Okay. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Alright. Crime report, sir.
Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day.
Wait a minute. You were assigned to guard... What? I don't remember if he said that he was assigned to guard the station. You said you were there and that Jake Marshall wasn't even there.
What? I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. I was suddenly attacked. I fought for my life. Then I did it.
Oh, you're fine.
After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake.
What the that's not what you... What the hell is going on?
So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Do unto others before they do unto you.
Seriously, somebody please take away his megaphone. Goddamn.
That's the Meekins family motto, sir.
Oh, I feel bad for your family.
I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir.
That's not a good thing to do to someone that's unconscious. What if they had some blunt force trauma to the head and you just knocked them upside the head and it just made it worse? Like, what the fuck?
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
What I need to hear is more info to work with. Alright, do what we usually do. Press until we find a contradiction and present something. Alright. Mr. Meekins, you work in the General Affairs Department, do you not?
Yes, sir. I am in charge of hiring new recruits, sir.
Yikes. Now there's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. That's true, I guess.
I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir.
The Blue Badger?
Yes, sir. The lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir.
Oh god, that thing.
I was to ensure it wasn't broken during the transferal process.
Okay, but seriously though, it's got a handprint on its face. This is bugging the hell out of me. Why is there a fucking handprint on its face? Does that mean anything? Does that mean anything? Okay, I'm gonna continue.
Ugh. That was my sole mission for the day, sir.
The Blue Badger, okay.
I see. Sounds like a very, important mission.
Yeah.
After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around that I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room.
Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there? Spot a suspicious man In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card, am I correct?
Precisely, sir. I have one right here around my neck.
So then, your ID number should be listed on here, right? Yeah, it should be. Meekins?
There it is! I found it!
Oh god, jeez, dude, chill.
This is the one, right here. Could you please read us the number? Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir.
I see. Huh? But the number 4989596 is shown as being used twice. Wait, what? Please explain, witness.
It's no real mystery, sir. The first time is when I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room.
At 4:50, 10 minutes after Edgeworth was in the evidence room. Okay.
And the second time is when I went to go get him after everything settled down. I see. So it was during the second time, then? Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen.
Okay. Data added to the court record. ID card record. Okay.
I was only doing what I was
Trained to do. Okay. We're not gonna present anything. I just need to double check if the here it is. I need to check something real quick. Okay. So Miles Ashworth came in at 4:40. 10 minutes after that, it was Meekins. And then, like, 24 minutes later, Goodman came in, and at the same time, Meekins came in as well. Then who the hell is 7777777? Also, what the hell? There's an ID number where it's just all sevens. Like, what the fuck? Okay. So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you?
It was a knife, sir! A knife!
Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then?
Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was.
You aren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into.
That's when I reacted, sir. When I swung my arms like an octopus struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand.
His left hand, okay. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be...
When I saw the blood trickling down on my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar.
You grabbed the man by his collar? I did it. Did what? What exactly do you mean when you say you did it?
I don't know. I know I don't look like the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir.
Oh my god. Really?
The man lets his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him.
You snatched his... Wait, is that how you cut your hand? By snatching it on the blade? You took his knife?
I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man.
What? See. He must have been desperate.
The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood. And then the next thing I knew... Yes? He punched me right in my face, sir.
He punched you? Okay. Okay. Okay, well, I'm okay. That explains, like, why you had your hand cut.
After that, I passed out.
So you got... Yeah, okay. So you did get knocked the F out with a punch. With a single punch. Must have been a hell of a punch. About what time did you regain consciousness?
No offense, sir, but how am I supposed to know that? I was unconscious.
Oh, right. According to the report from the officer that woke up, the incident was about 5:30.
He hit me right in the head, too. I woke up crying in tears of pain.
Sorry, you had to go through that, Meekins.
That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is. When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir.
Your mission?
Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before things got out of hand.
Well, we can all rest easy now. I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened. Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim? He's got a point.
Yes, Officer Meekins? With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell.
Wait, what? Somebody gave you that? Wait, is that the security tape? Is that the security tape? Who had that security tape? He's being played. We're being played. So there's some sort of like fucking mastermind that's playing us right now. This is bullshit.
Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir.
Oh, Gant? You mean to tell me Gant had the goddamn security tape and kept it? And we weren't able to get it? What the okay, okay. I'm starting to trust this guy less now. Damn it, Gant. I don't know. I don't trust him anymore. Something's up with that guy. The chief delivered it?
What is that? Videotape? Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room.
And nobody else bothered. Oh my god.
Objection!
Bang. What? But I specifically asked if there was a tape. And was told that it has been mistakenly erased. Oh, we're being played, Edgy. We're being played. Something's going on.
That's quite a mistake. I just do what I'm told, sir. It's the only thing I'm really good at.
Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever.
Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim. Oh, please stop using that word murder, sir. It scares me.
A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into? Okay, let's see the tape. Okay. Blue Badger. The fucking thing. Okay, and then... Alright. Okay, everything seems alright. Oh, hey, there's Goodman. Walking in. Okay. Okay. And then he opens locker. The glove fell. This is pretty interesting. I actually like this concept. Oh, there's Meekins. Okay. And then... Oh, this is all going by seconds. Then, whoa! Oh, that's how he got his hand. And he started grabbing him. And then he started punch. And then he lunged at him. Oh my god. What the hell? What happened? He tried. At least he tried. Oh, Meekins! Oh no! And then the evidence door was open. It's fucking blue bat. And then, oh, wait! There's the cloth thing! The cloth was never there before! That wasn't there before when he left.
Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirring within us? Bang. What the hell was that wriggling piece of plywood?
That's the blue badger, Edgy. That's the blue badger.
Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department, sir. It's the blue badger, sir.
Why am I not surprised this isn't going so well? Security video. Video from the security camera placed in the evidence room. That's a court record.
Yes, well, anyway, this tape seems to prove that the witness did encounter, someone.
Yeah, it looked like Goodman, but we didn't see his face. Okay, this is interesting.
In the evidence room, in the same sort of, activity that did take... Oh. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage,
the witness's testimony will suffice. Wait a minute, hold up. I feel like we need to, keep that evidence. Also, what? That security camera was going back and forth and back and forth. It's like, that's not good. It's like, cool, if you want to get the whole entire area of the evidence room, get multiple security cameras, not just one camera going back and forth and back and forth, because that way we'll get different angles and see everything all at once, instead of back and forth and back and forth. God damn this fucking police department, man. Is that alright with you, Officer Meekins?
Yes, sir. As you wish, sir.
Mystery man, alright.
His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir.
Wait, you couldn't clearly see his face? I thought you could see his face. You're like right there, you know?
I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprints, sir, to do.
That's a good point. Unless whoever it is maybe just matched the fingerprints and then used that to open the locker.
The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. What's this about a fingerprint?
Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to.
Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman.
That's true.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions. That's where I have to start. Alright. Mystery man. Okay. Oh, right. Alright, let's save first. Okay. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with the knife?
Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I would be classified as the latter.
You didn't look at his face? The latter? But you were standing right in front of him, were you not?
More to the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you?
Yeah, Judge has got a good point.
Oh, yes, sir. But I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking to them, you see.
Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Oh my god, Meekins, buddy.
Still, I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it.
But you didn't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face.
Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must label people of having seen or not seen it. Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it. Well, why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or bang, Meekins.
Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yeah, I agree with you, Edgy. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yes, sir.
You claimed the man who brandished a knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him. I mean, he opened the locker, which required the evidence to do. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them?
No, sir. I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir.
I wonder what kind of methods he tried. If the man opened the locker's door, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to.
Exactly my point, sir. And this too.
Oh my god, his voice is annoying. How do you know that information?
I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir.
People in the know?
The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir.
Oh. Yeah. For the record, The opened locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source.
So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint.
Probably to get the evidence stuff for evidence transfer.
Bang.
However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face.
Sir! If I may say something, sir.
Please do. After all, you're the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. What? It is very, very important.
My voice is killing me right now. Doing his voice is a pain.
I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can't testify enough to see this, sir.
Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. But we still didn't see his face, Judge. It might have been someone... Oh my god, tell me if it's someone else that's impersonating Goodman. That is... Unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Yeah, let's. Is there a problem with the security camera? Yeah, we're gonna check. Okay, can I fast forward? I can't fast forward. Shoot. Can I pause? No. Alright. Okay, we're gonna check again. Goodman comes in. Opens the locker. Okay, the glove fell. Wait a minute, the glove fell, but it was hanging on the security tape. Okay, wait, Meekins is there. Okay. Shit. It cuts the knife. Was that the SL9 knife? But that was not. Wait, the SL9 knife. It was fully intact, but it was supposed to be broken. Okay, and the Meekins was unconscious. The door was left open. The glove fell. Meekins was unconscious. And then... stuck. Okay, yeah. I think there's a problem there. Because that locker on the far left, it didn't have anything in it, and then suddenly after Meekins was unconscious, there was some white cloth like stuck in that. Furthermore, we didn't see Goodman leave. We would have seen him leave. So, yeah, I think there is a problem. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems strange. It seems rather strange.
Strange?
This contradiction leads to the possibility that... Bang! The man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? The video contains such a clear contradiction.
Oh, sorry. Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth?
I propose we have the defense point out to us the alleged contradiction in the video. It's always gotta be us! Yeah, because we're the defense, of course we are. Fine, Edgy, we'll take on your proposal. You'd want me to point it out.
Very well. Proposal accepted. Let us further investigate this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of.
I have to point out a problem in the video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing.
Please don't play it too many times, sir. I can't stand watching this video.
Alright, in that case, I'm gonna save. Alright. How did this guy ever become a police officer?
Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman?
Alright, fast forward. I think I might know. Can I go faster? Okay, so I'm gonna point out the cloth in that locker. If that's not it, I'll try to point out something else. Here. This one. Maybe. I hope. Bang. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this.
Yes, that is strange. Something clearly seems unnatural about it. What could it mean?
Well, sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise. The point? What you are looking for is one thing and one thing only. Something that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman.
Oh yeah. You. I almost walked right into the defense's trap.
I'll place him under arrest, sir. You can't.
Rats. I need to slow down and tackle these things one piece at a time. Now what do?
Oh, cool. I don't get screwed over.
Okay, let's play the unit game.
Hey, well, let's try this again.
Just remember one thing, Mr. Wright.
Every time you point your finger, someone gets hurt.
Says the one pointing his finger at us.
I'll now play the security tape.
Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video. What am I, This is the first time I'm able to do this. You can do this, Mr. Wright. Okay. Please don't play it so many times. Shut up, Meekins. Okay.
Ba 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 ba.
Wait.
What if it's the bloody handprint?
Wait, let me pause for a sec.
Is it the glove?
Rewind. How do I pause again? Oh, I missed it. Rewind again. This? Play again. Play again. Fast forward. Oh boy. Okay, rewind. Oh wait, that's how it comes. Oh, missed it.
This?
Bing. Oh, no, I didn't get it right. Oh, fast forward. Alright, then pause. Oh, that makes it slower. Okay, Goodman comes in.
This?
Because we don't really see his face. No. This? Hold on a second. I need to use my eye drops. Well, I don't get it.
Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medicine?
Don't look at me with those bleary eyes.
Before you get your eyes too teary, perhaps you should think this through again.
Now what do I do? Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I'm gonna look at him walk through. Hang on. Be right back.
The light above Goodman's locker? What?
Hang on. Play the video again. Okay. I might have been missing. What does it mean by the light of locker? Wait. Hang on.
Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Oh, okay. Okay. No. Shut up, Meekins. Just shut up for a sec. Okay. Okay, fast forward. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm so fucking stupid. Oh my god. The light was on. The light was on this whole time. The light was on means that it was already unlocked. It wasn't even locked properly. There's the goddamn contradiction. I'm so stupid. I got fucking distracted by the goddamn blue badger. I blame the blue badger for this. Bang. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins.
Sir, do you mean me, sir?
No, it doesn't mean you, Meekins. Jesus. As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. You gotta hear the goddamn song. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. Oh hey! I just noticed Gumshoe has a picture of a lady. Oh, Gumshoe, you got a girlfriend? Aw, that's cute.
According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
Bang. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. I gotta hear this goddamn jingle every time. Yeah, the light is on. And I missed it. Because I blame the blue badger for this. Are we just gonna play the whole thing? Oh, we're just playing the whole thing. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. When the victim reached for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind to a little bit earlier. Ba, 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 ba. There. Here. Notice the light?
What's this? It's already lit.
Mm-hmm. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Ah! There we go. There we go.
Order! What's the meaning of this?
It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.
Objection!
What is it, Edgy? Bang. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered. And the locker is automatically locked. The glove! The glove that fell from the locker! It was keeping the door open! It was lodged into the door!
Oh, I know. It must have broken down. No. Of course, I'm not an expert in this.
That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would have detected and report any malfunction.
Oh, well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut.
Yeah.
So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jammed the system sensor? The glove. It was the glove. Something jammed in the sensor? Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage.
Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright,
please point the cause for this. Okay, this one I definitely know. I'm gonna fast forward. There's Goodman. Okay. There! Wait, Rewind a little bit. There. The glove fell the moment he opened the door. The glove lodged the door. Bang. Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Yeah, at least we don't hear the music this time, at least. Okay, Goodman walks by. But then how the hell did Goodman leave without us seeing him? He must have timed it perfectly. Yeah, there.
What's this? Something white fell out of the locker.
But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are opened.
I often fall out and roll great distances when I open my...
We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted?
I am so glad we're not hearing the music of this stupid jingle again. I mean, it's not a bad jingle, but it's like hearing that over and over and over again every time we see the goddamn blue badger is kind of annoying. This white thing wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me.
Oh. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door.
Not only that, but it would also have to block electrical currents. It's rubber. Rubber conducts electricity. It's a rubber glove. It needs to be an insulator.
Yes, an insulator. But at the crime scene,
there just might have been something that fits the description.
But sir, by insulator, you don't mean...
I think I finally got this figured out.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door?
Gladly, Your Honor. I have it right over here. A rubber glove! And it's extremely thin. I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that was in the victim's locker.
It has a tag that says SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But that isn't the case. It lit lamp attests to that. The lamp. Bang. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is it not so, Officer Meekins?
Sir, it would appear so, sir.
Please don't choke yourself with your handcuffs, please.
Order, order, order! So, are we to believe then that the victim, whom the witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
No, it was not.
Objection!
Do not be misled, Your Honor.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
The defense has merely demonstrated the possibility and nothing more. The possibility? Oh, dude! That's clear proof right there. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this.
Sir, me, sir?
I'm not used to what you're referring to, sir. I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir.
Yeah, neither am I. What are you referring to? I don't think he's getting it.
Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir.
Oh my god, his voice is killing me. Is this a joke?
Very well. Begin your testimony.
Okay, one more testimony to deal with. Mystery Man 2.
There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. At this time of the crime, the detective had used his card.
Well, someone must have stolen it.
The ID card doesn't always confirm that's the exact same person that the ID identifies as.
An ID card. I see. A card record. Ugh.
Oh my god, I'm gonna need some water after this. I have the ID card record right here, sir, Your Honor. Now I'm saying sir. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim.
Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why was there so few people using this room?
This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Involving police staff? Like they're the victims? Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Okay?
Right, I see. Now, let us move on to the cross-examination.
Okay. Alright, let's cross-examine this motherfucker. I feel like we're getting closer to the truth. So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you?
Yes, sir. Solid as stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give the V for victory sign, sir.
You could do that with your other hand, Meekins, my god. Couldn't he just use his right hand for that? Thank you, Emma, exactly. He could have, yeah, he could have. But he doesn't for some reason, because he's stupid.
Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second.
True. Let's use our ID card. Is that card hanging from your neck one of these ID cards?
Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuffs, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it.
But what if someone were to steal it from you, keeping it out in the open like that?
Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets stuck.
And it took Phoenix to say that for you to finally understand that. Okay.
Instead, my ID. Oh,
I missed that part. Maybe I should leave this one alone. At any rate, each police officer has only one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Okay, yep.
Please proceed with your testimony.
When ID card is used, there's a record of it. Yeah, we know. Let it be noted that this is the record the witness referred to.
Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman.
What's the matter?
According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he did it. He's not a suspect. Why are you bowing? So it is, Your Honor. Not the prosecutor again. Hey, maybe he's behind all this. Being a prosecutor, he could hide the evidence.
Mommy, is that man in blue a murderer? Shh! Don't stare at him.
You've got the wrong color, kid. Yeah, this is the public really has this thing out for Edgeworth.
It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today.
Why? He didn't do it. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or the consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him. Yeah, so difficult. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you.
Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir.
Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do was show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife.
Maybe he just panicked?
Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out. Mr. Wright, what do you think? I'm confused. What? The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this. You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we got. Okay. One thing, to enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When your ID card records it, at the time of the event, the detective had used his card. Okay, so we have to present something. But we found this at the Officer Meekins' crime scene. Maybe it's this.
Objection!
Yay, we got it.
Bang.
Wait one moment, Officer Meekins.
I'm not good at waiting, sir.
Well, you gotta wait anyway. I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene.
That makes sense.
When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. It's a very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
Lost item report? It's only half completed.
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Exactly. Let's make guess. You believe this something is his ID card, right? I can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Order! So now, what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather the man who stole his ID card.
Order! Does the prosecution have a response?
I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright.
But bravo!
Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 p.m. on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in the video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder. That is, well, I guess that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago, you seemed content in pointing the finger around. This isn't going to end well. Oh. Well, it seems you finally realized it. Oh no! Oh no. Because we narrowed it down that Goodman was not Goodman, that means that he was at the parking lot and was murdered by Lana. We unintentionally helped the prosecution. Oh, fucking hell. Exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove.
Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth.
The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in the video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime.
So,
Bing. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office, the murderer being Miss Lana Sky, the defendant. Ah, shit, dude. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. Ah! Oh no. Oh no. This was his plan the whole time! Fucking Edgeworth! I knew that testimony was way too shabby. Oh my god, he must have convinced Meekins to say that he did it, and we would have to, like, prove that he didn't do it, and then all this... Oh, Edgeworth, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Oh, but it's not checkmate yet. It was all a trap from the beginning.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman.
Oh, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else Lana. Oh no. What do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Object.
Objection!
Bang. One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Okay, where's this leading to? It was unconscious, and then leading to the... Okay, that locker. Bang. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. The handprint. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter.
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes, Your Honor?
if this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just might be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness.
Oh? Whom do you have in mind?
Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply.
Very well then. Mr. Wright, this person whom you would have testify, what is his or her name?
Officer Jake Marshall. Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Thank you, Edgy. You fell right into my trap. Hee. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare.
Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time?
We will, Your Honor.
Court is now in recess.
All right, recess. February 24th, 11:32 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. I think we're gonna have to call it here because I think this is a good saving point and we've been going at this long enough. So, we did confirm that the Goodman in the evidence room was clearly a fake because the locker was already unlocked because of that rubber glove, but there's still the matter of Jake Marshall with his fingerprints where the blood was that we found with the luminal testing fluid. And we're gonna be cross-examining him. So I might have a theory on this right here. If we found Jake Marshall's fingerprints where the blood was, or if he was actually wearing the blood on his hand, I think Marshall is the fake Goodman. I don't know why. Maybe it has something to do with like finding proof and exposing this whole conspiracy thing he was doing with Angel. But I feel like he is the one that's fake, that is the fake Goodman. Because he said that he left the guard room like riding on his steed, I say in air quotes right there, which I think is suspicious. But that's my theory right there. But yeah, things are starting to get a little more interesting now. I don't know who the hell was the 7777777 that came in before Edgeworth, but we're starting to ravel some things. We're starting to get to the bottom of things with this whole Goodman being murdered in 2 places at the same time. So tune in next time in the next video as we cross-examine the Texan guard and see what this cowboy has to say, and maybe expose him as being the fake Goodman, which I think is who he is. So until then, I'm Miss Brown 27, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.